Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Vanessa. I'm from Beyond Your Sun Sign. This is your weekly tarot reading for the zodiac signs, and we are ready to begin. Oh, this is for January 31st to February 7th. Okay, so first up, we have Aries energy. So Aries, you guys are in for it this week. It's the Eight of Wands, which is all about new opportunities that require a very, very hasty decision to be made, like very, very quick. The reason why I'm so excited for the Aries energy with this card is because this is Aries incarnate, right? Like this is the Aries energy. This is the Arian making a very, very quick decision. Aries is directly opposite from Libra energy. And if you know any Libras, you know that they are so indecisive, can't even decide what to eat, right? So you guys, you people, you Aries, I should just say, Aries energy knows how to make a decision. And this week you'll have to make a very, very quick one. Rule of thumb, if it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no. Okay. So very quickly, just going with your gut will tell you whether or not it's a hell yes or a hell no, and regardless of the variables as well, right? A lot of the times, especially during Mercury retrograde, we don't want to be making these hasty decisions because we want to factor in every single possible scenario related to that decision. But this week, because of Mercury retrograde, just make the decision very quickly. You don't need to sign anything linking you to this, like nothing in ironclad, but at least making that decision during Mercury retrograde and after February 3rd, you can then, and then even after the shadow period of February 3rd, so maybe just after this week, then put your John Hancock next to it. All right, if you chose, oh, sorry, not if you chose, if you are a Taurus, we've got some great energy for you this week. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles very clearly being new money coming in, right? New money coming in, being handed to you almost on a silver platter. This feels like money owed, like whether it was, yeah, it just feels like money owed. And I think that you might even be confused, being like, wow, I forgot about this. And keep in mind that even if it seems like a seemingly small amount, because it's seemingly from nowhere, like it's like a gift, the small amount can then be transformed into something very, very big. It's almost like a manifestation, quite small, but then you can create something big out of it. So it reminds me of, like, I know that on Christmas, if somebody is getting me a gift that's, very small, let's just say it's a $10 gift, but they're a minimum wage worker, that $10 is an hour of their time. So something seemingly small actually means so much more when you find out the source of it. So if that gift of money is coming to you because somebody owed you, or you're getting reimbursed, or you forgot about something, that source alone, that remembrance, and that here I owe you, and here's that gift, that is enough to then build off of it, roll it like a snowman, and be like, wow, this is actually something that means a lot to me, and I really appreciate it. And with that appreciation, it grows. So take that little bit and apply it somewhere that can then grow, either, paying it forward or investing it or donating it, and then feeling really, really great about that sacrifice. Allow this small little bit of money that comes in to turn into something very, very big. All right. Next up, we have Gemini. And from Gemini to pretty much Scorpio, we have all face down cards, meaning that Gemini to Scorpio energy is kind of like in hiding this week. Like, don't look at me, but I'm here to expose the energies. So buckle up. If you are a Gemini, we have the Temperance card. And the Temperance card has been coming up a lot for me this week because it's about divine intervention. And I think that it's interesting that the Temperance card relating to divine intervention is coming up for Geminis, because this is the peak of Mercury retrograde, which affects all Geminis and Virgos the most. It affects everybody, but Gemini and Virgos definitely, if you have that energy in your big three, you're going to feel it the most, especially if you have it in Mercury, right? So divine intervention is coming in this week, something out of your control coming in that is very pure and perfect and beautiful. But the pure and perfect and beautiful, think about, like, have you ever seen somebody giving birth? That's a pure and perfect and beautiful experience. But when you're looking at it, you're like, oh my God. So this divine intervention could be like, oh my God, but it is pure and perfect and beautiful as long as you can pull back and look at it as a miracle. Be charmed by it. Look at it as this magical, beautiful experience, and then it won't be as difficult to work through the energy. And of course, if you need help, you know exactly where to reach me. All right, after Gemini, we have Cancer energy. And like I was saying, Cancer is also face down. So it is something within, repressed within our subconscious over this week. We have the Three of Pentacles being all about making a plan and talking to the people that you need to talk to about making that plan. So it's been a while since you have made a plan of some sort. You've been kind of just winging it recently, which is perfectly fine. But that's why it's going to feel difficult to make a plan. It's like when you've been out of the workforce for, you know, on maternity leave, and now you got to go back and it's like, oh, how do I even do my resume? You know, like it's going to feel a little bit awkward at first, but it's about making the first step within that plan. So sometimes the plan is just saying, all right, I'm giving myself a rest day. That's literally how I start my plans. I'm like, okay, I'm going to give myself the rest day. And then on Monday, I'm going to start and it's going to be like this. So I always plan to rest first, then go full throttle. And then after I can feel that burnout starting, I then plan to take a week off, get a facial, get a massage, honor myself. But I always incorporate the self-care into the planning. I always incorporate the slow into the planning as well. It's part of Mercury retrograde. We have to be pre-planning everything. Plan. All right. If you are a Leo, your card is also face down, meaning that this is something repressed in your subconscious. This week, you're going to be thinking about how you subconsciously pushed away the energy of moving on, how you've had feelings and emotions about moving on and you've sloughed it off. I'll look at that next week. I'll look at that. Well, maybe if this changes, okay, if this doesn't change, then you've sloughed it off. This week, you have to just look at it. Are you moving on or are you not? This is the week where you really just give yourself that ultimatum. If I'm not going to move on from this, I need to just shut up and deal with the fact that I am here. If I am going to move on from this, it is time to start making those plans and actually getting serious about moving on. But the back and forth, it keeps you in limbo. It keeps you in like a purgatory state where you're literally sitting on a fence, energetically sitting on a fence. How is that comfortable for the people who are sitting on the fence with you? How is that comfortable for the people that are over here and the people that are over there? Come down, Leo. Which side are you coming down on? Are you coming over here? Or are you going over there? You can't just stay up there. It's time to come down, okay? If you need help, you know where to reach me. Next up, we have Virgo energy. Virgo this week is also face down, meaning it is in your subconscious, exposed. It is the Four of Wands. So family, gatherings, celebrations, engagements, weddings, a security there when it comes to your home and family is within your subconscious, asking for you to just look at it. It seems kind of silly, right? It seems kind of silly that a tarot reading is showing you that you have subconsciously blocked the support and the love and the happiness that you have within your home and family. I don't know if it's just the Virgo energy of service where it's like, okay, I have to constantly be giving, where it's almost feeling like an obligation instead of an enjoyment. If we can't stop, my husband literally had to remind me to stop and enjoy my kids. I have a Virgo mom, a double Virgo mom. So for my entire childhood, it was more so about, okay, taking care. You got your food, you got your vitamins, you're on your way to school, but it was never about, oh, these kids are actually kind of jokes. These kids are actually kind of fun. Like I feel like a kid when I'm coloring with them. And these things I had forgotten about because I had grown up thinking that children are a responsibility, a very, very big responsibility. Keep the house clean, keep the dishes clean, feed them, clothe them, change their diaper. I got so lost in the trivial, but very, very important, mundane routine of family that I forgot, oh yeah, like family actually is quite fun and can be enjoyable. So this week, it's about recognizing that although family can, of course, be a burden of responsibilities, there is also cause for enjoyment and fun and celebration within that, and really just allowing it to flow through you, right? I know you're stressing about that person's birthday party, but at the end of the day, it's still a celebration. So enjoy the party when you're having it. Libra energy. Libra, you guys also have face down energy, meaning that something is within your subconscious asking, like knocking this week to come to the surface. Please let me in, Libra. And it is the World card. The World card being that you're good, girl. You got everything that you need. And I think the Libra energy, when it comes to that indecisiveness I was talking about with the Aries energy being exactly opposite of you, when everything is good, it can feel kind of awkward, right? Because Libra wants to fit in at the end of the day. Libra definitely wants to fit in. That's why they don't want to make any waves within their relationships. They want harmony, they want peace, they want balance as well. So a lot of times balance can feel awkward because every area of your life has to be good. If you're not happy at work, you're not happy at home. If you're not happy at home, you're not happy with your parents. If you're not happy with your parents, you're not happy with your kids. It's like this, constant try and reshuffle and just trying so hard to balance everything out. And this week, you're going to be like, oh my God, for the first time, probably in a lifetime, every area of my life feels good, manageable, decent. I can handle this. And that's where it almost kind of feels awkward. And that's where it's like, let me just push it down. Hold on. I can't really just stop here in this energy of being completely balanced, because if I'm not balancing, what am I doing? I need to constantly be finding the balance and moving and shifting. But if I'm not doing that because everything's perfectly balanced, am I dead? Do I die now? Like, what happens to me? You live in it. You feel free. You then manifest from that place of complete balance. You stay in this state of balance, and then you can start to really question, all right, I realize now I'm completely balanced, but you know what? Let me just play with this and let me just take off, this person who's not really serving me. Although I've balanced it out with my trauma and my insecurities and my toxicities, they're not actually serving me. So I'm going to flip them off and I'll now replace them. Now that I know how much weight that person carried in my life, I know exactly how much weight to replace them with. So have fun this week and really start to realize, all right, I'm balanced. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling good. What can I now going forward do in order to keep this equilibrium? All right. Last face down card is Scorpio energy. So the last energy within the week that has been repressing some feelings and emotions. And those feelings and emotions that have been repressed this week are with your relationship with a masculine fire sign. So a masculine Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. And we're keeping in mind that masculine energy definitely does not mean male. It's just somebody who's incredibly alpha, somebody who is very authoritative, somebody that you feel like you don't measure up against. Like they're constantly weighing you out. They're constantly trying to see where you're at. You make them uncomfortable, okay? Because see, as I'm like choking to say that, you make them uncomfortable because your truth that you speak counteracts the delusion that they want to live in, okay? They are delusional. They are not, connected to source. They are not connected to their intuition. They are a spark, right? That's like saying that fire started on its own. No, fires are created. But with Scorpio energy, water begins on its own. Water is a pure source, right? Like water flows naturally, and we all have water in us. We don't all have fire. I have to actively make myself warm. Like I give off coldness, like, right? So at the end of the day, the King of Wands, you threaten them and you make them feel very insecure because they know that you are a natural free-flowing source, whereas they need to be ignited in order to be in their element. And that makes them feel incredibly insecure. With that knowledge, you can then empower them by giving them your water energy, by giving them your free-flowing source, and therefore creating their spark, right? Creating their spark. It feels counterintuitive to say that water is going to create the spark, but think about it. What about water power, right? Like I live close to Niagara Falls, and that is creating light all over the city, right? And that's just a lot of water power creating all that light and electricity and fireworks and, whatever. So really focusing your energy on this masculine fire sign this week, bring it to the surface to realize that you threaten them with your free flowing state. And that's why they treat you the way that they treat you. Okay. All right, next up we have Sagittarius, and Sagittarius energy this week. You're going to be focusing on a young water sign, which I'm wondering is it the Scorpio I was just talking about who's struggling with a masculine fire sign? If you are a Sagittarius and you're realizing that this young water sign is stressing you out, is not giving you what you want them to give you, it's really about bowing your head to them and slowly walking away, just bowing out, being like, all right, it's too petty. You're right. Whatever. You want your kudos. You want your whatever you want. Just have it. And it's not to say that you then lose or that you give up or that you're then, putting your head down in shame. It's more so about focusing your energy in areas that make more sense. I'm not going to focus on trying to divert this water when it's just too strong, too powerful. The current is just already free flowing. We'll let nature handle that. Right? Instead, let me focus my energy on areas where I can make changes, where my voice is being heard, where I can express myself without feeling like I'm imposing on the young water signs energy. Okay, after Sagittarius, we have Capricorn energy. And like I was saying before at the beginning of the reading, Sag, Cap, Aquarius, and Pisces are all face up. So you guys have been knowing this week. You guys know exactly what's going on this week. If you are a Capricorn, we have the Hierophant card. Hierophant card is about a higher truth, a higher knowing. So this week, now that Venus has finally gone direct, no longer in retrograde in Capricorn, you're now seeing the bigger picture of things. You're now really looking at your relationships with clearer eyes. There's not as much pain there anymore. There's not as much, I keep saying enough, but there's not as much trauma from the past. But what there is not enough of, there was not enough security within those relationships. And now Venus going direct is really making you see that. All the crap that you went through from December 19th to January 29th related to your relationships was all a lesson. It was all a lesson. It was all a pattern as well. So it's about looking and really reflecting on that now and being like, wow, my relationships got hit. My mom this, and my dad that, and my spouse this. My relationships got hit. And I actually feel more confident moving forward because I have a higher knowledge now. I have a higher knowing that, wow, that relationship was not secure, as secure as I thought it was. And I want to move forward with positivity and with love and with this higher knowing now. Okay, Aquarius energy. We have the Emperor card. Emperor card is all about recognizing that you have a lot more authority within your home and family than you give yourself credit for. And this week, you're really going to see that. It'll be kind of like the Hierophant, where you are recognizing the power that you wield literally at your fingertips. Sometimes it really is just typing that email or writing that text or, doing whatever you can with your hands. You have a lot of power within your hands, and it's time to start putting that out there and doing something with it. You're a leader within your home and family. They are waiting for you to come and address the people. Come and speak your truth to them. All right, last up, we have Pisces energy. And this week, you guys aren't making me work that hard. I should start with Pisces next week. But we have the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles is kind of like last week when we were talking about the greed that you're seeing and the power hoarding within your family. Now that you've noticed that, what are you going to do with it, right? Because Pisces energy, it does absorb the energy of other people. So if you're now being able to see the greed within yourself, there's no point in beating yourself up about it and saying, oh, I'm this, that, feeling bad about it. If anything, recognizing the source and realizing, wait, I'm not greedy at all. I'm incredibly compassionate. I feel for people that shouldn't even feel, that I should even feel for. I have so much compassion, so much empathy, and this greed that I'm feeling is not mine. So I can let myself off the hook and just find the source of it. And with the source, it could be like finding, a snake bite. You're finding that toxin, that poison, and then just start to slowly remove it, right? Saying, yeah, that's a really greedy way of seeing things. I don't agree with that. That's on you. I think we should go this way. How about you do you and I'll do me, okay? Okay, so as always, if you would like a personalized reading, you can find me on Instagram at Beyond Your Sun Sign, or you can email me directly beyondyoursunsign@gmail.com. My details are in the description below. Please comment, like, subscribe, do what you can to share this energy with the zodiac signs around you, and listen for your friends and family as well. This has been the best asset I've noticed. I'm like, oh, okay, let me see what my Pisces brother is doing. Let me see what my Aries sister-in-law is up to. Let me see what my Leo sister-in-law is up to. I'm able to now be like, okay, now I understand where they're coming from, because I'm able to look at the energy that they're dealing with this week. And it is making me a better sister, a better friend, a better lover, a better parent, because I'm seeing what their stressors are and I'm working with them instead of against them. Okay. Love you guys so much. And I will see you next week. Bye.